This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good evening and welcome once again to Terry Gregg Court in the Shelton High School Mini Dome. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, continues coverage of the 2025-2026 high school basketball season with a non-conference game between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Olympic Trojans. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
Diedrich, it's a pleasure to be here. I've been looking forward to this game.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, all day. Daryl White is also helping us out with some statistics tonight in an undisclosed location. Never mind. Last season, Shelton finished 19-7, second in the Evergreen Conference, earned the Highclimbers a chance at the district tournament. However, Kelso stopped Shelton from advancing in that play-in game on February 8th. This will be the Highclimbers' first action of the 2025-2026 season. Olympic opened the season Saturday with a 48-28 loss at Central Kitsap. Last season, the Trojans were 7-15 and finished 6th in the Olympic League, making the District 3 tournament, but Clover Park ended that run on February 15th. Hey, Paul, how you doing? Now, last time these teams played was on December 19th, 2024. In that game in Silverdale, Shelton beat Olympic 68-40. The Highclimbers have a 2-game win streak over the Trojans. The last Olympic win over Shelton was 50-45 on December 28th, 2016. Coming up, we talk with Highclimbers coach Chris Swanson. Jerry will get you the starting lineups, and of course the tip-off. It's girls high school basketball, the Olympic Trojans at the Shelton Highclimbers on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseuwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
And we're back here in the mini dome, Terry Gregg Court. Girls basketball tonight, Olympic and Shelton. You're thinking, wait a minute, wasn't that last night? No, that was the boys. This is the girls. Jerry Apple's with me. Want to say something before we get into the interview, or are you good?
No, I am good. We got a pretty good crowd tonight, fairly, especially with the parents
Right.
on our left.
Right. Not so much over here. This is really strange.
Yeah, it is a little strange because we did have a lot more students sitting there, and all of a sudden they've moved a little bit.
All right, well.
And Olympic is fairly well represented.
Yeah, a lot of blue over there on the far side, which is what people can see. All right, so, well, in the middle of the first quarter of the JV game, I had an opportunity to talk with Shelton coach Chris Swanson.
Coach Swanson, another year, Lady High Climber head coach. Tell me about your team this year. A lot of players coming back.
Yeah, we're excited. This is my fourth year. It's first full time through the cycle, and so obviously I got Cedar in her senior year. It's been with me all four. We've got a couple girls moved up from the JV level, and then obviously a lot of returners. We got 8 girls that played a lot of varsity time last year that are all with us again, and so we're excited to bring 4 out of our 5 starters back and give it another run.
Let's talk a little bit about your league. It looks a lot different this year just because of, players have gone on to other things. What do you see in the league this year?
I've been watching a lot of video teams already, and WF West still looks tough. They always find a way to rebuild, and I think Tumwater's got a lot of quick feet, and they got a lot of pressure, and that's something that we struggle with. So it's gonna be interesting to see how we match up. Tyler's out there scoring 30 plus a game. It's gonna be tough. I thought Centralia's looked good in the time that I've seen them, and I really haven't seen much out of Aberdeen because they haven't been on video yet, but I'm sure they'll bring it too.
Your team, obviously you got the sisters back and your daughter. I don't see anybody that's really new to your system.
Not to the system. We're going to try to do some different things this year. I had a lot of really young girls last year, and so we wanted to stay fairly simple, and they did well with that. I've told them we've got to do some things at a higher level, and we're trying to beat better teams. And so, we're going to try to have some different offenses, different defenses this year, and see what we can do.
Now, I watched your team in that little jamboree on Saturday. What did you take away from that?
Early season basketball. I thought there was a couple rough spots, some shining spots. I was really excited to see some of our bench players get in and look confident and be able to run with us. And I think overall we didn't maybe play as well as we would like, but I definitely don't want to be peaking right now. So,
Olympic coming in tonight. What do you know about these Trojans?
Well, we've played them for the last few years. They always play us tough. Last year we got them out at their place. I'm sure they're going to want to come back and get us. I know they got a couple girls who can handle the ball and shoot pretty well, so we've got to make sure that we don't lose track of them.
Now, your height with Cedar in there and a couple of girls got a little taller. How are you going to work that in a little more?
Yeah, Cedar's a funny one. She's never wanted to play inside all the time, and so we get her inside and outside, but I do think that we have more versatility in terms of letting people shift into different spots on the floor, and our guards are a little taller. We've got one shorter guard, but she's tenacious and just gets after it on defense, and so I think all around we should be able to put some pressure on people.
I'll let you go. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Now, Shelton coach Chris Swanson. Sorry about that delay there in the middle of it. That jumped off. I don't know. That was weird. All right, Jerry. Well, we've heard from the coach, and I got to get rid of this because we're done. Get the starting lineups. Jerry's got them all ready for us. We'll get to that next. It's girls basketball, Olympic Trojans, and the Shelton Highclimbers. Next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. PUD3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health. And we're back here in the mini dome. Time to take a look at the starters. Jerry.
Thank you, Deidre. First, for the visiting Olympic Trojans, under the direction of Coach John Krebser. Starting off, we have Moana Tuitasi. She is a 5'2 senior. Next, we have a 5'6 junior, number 15, Lily Guzman. Number 24, a 5'10 senior, Sophia Brown. A 5'9 senior, number 52, Reagan Geyer. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Trojans is a 5'9 senior, number 54, Phoenix Dressel. That is your starting lineup for the visitors, the Olympic Trojans. And now the home team, the Shelton Highclimbers, under the direction of Coach Chris Swanson. A 5'7 sophomore, number 11, Olivia Swanson. A 5'3 sophomore, number 12, Ashley Borden. A 5'8 senior, Ashley Hermagildo. Number 23, a 5'8 sophomore, Janelle Christ. And rounding out the starting lineup is a 5'11 senior, number 45, Cedar Wiley.
Yeah, Jerry, I just wanted to jump in there. I remember Sophia Brown from last season. She's a shooter. She handles the ball really well. So that's one of the people you got to keep an eye on if you're a high climber fan. Yeah. Rest of them, I think they all melded in pretty evenly, but Sophia Brown stood out to me last year. A couple times that we saw the Lady Trojans. And as for the high climbers, we all know about Cedar.
Yeah.
Everybody in the world, I think, knows about Cedar Wiley. And Janelle Christ, her sister, that was a breakout year for her last year. And she had a phenomenal time just everywhere. Everybody we ran into was really impressed with Janelle. You know, they were used to seeing Cedar, but they didn't expect so much out of Janelle.
And they knew, those two girls knew exactly where their sister, where each other was.
Right.
Yeah. Now, what I see tonight is the other three starters are going to step up. Mm-hmm. And I see it happening. And that's the key to the season. But I got a good feeling they are going to step up, the other three girls that are starting tonight, along with Cedar.
And the young ladies on the bench as well. We can't forget about them. We'll take a quick timeout and we'll be back with a tip-off between the Shelton Lady High Climbers and the Olympic Lady Trojans on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and Hood Canal Communications are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked.
For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
And we're back here at the Mini Dome, waiting for the start of this ball game between the Olympic Trojans and the Shelton Highclimbers. I'll remind you of those starters for the Olympic Trojans: Moana Tuitasi, Lily Guzman, Sophia Brown, Reagan Gear, you said?
Geyer,
okay. And Phoenix Dressel. For the Highclimbers, Olivia Swanson, Ashley Borden, Ashley Herman-Hildo, Janelle Kreis, and Cedar Wiley. Those are the starting five for each team. We'll get to that momentarily. Tip-off is coming up next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're waiting for the tip-off between the Olympic Trojans and the Shelton Highclimbers. Highclimbers in their white uniforms with the red numbers and stripes. The Trojans are going to be in that dark gray with the white numbers. At least these are easier to see than last night.
These are a little bit easier to see. Yes, I grant it. Thank you.
When you said that last night, I didn't realize it until I really looked. Like, wait a minute, what number is that? It was interesting. And if it wasn't for some hairstyles, I would not know half the guys on the team last night. Either way, here we go.
Yeah, the numbers show up a little better tonight for Olympic.
A little better. Cedar Wiley and Dressel will tip it off, and the Highclimbers win the tip. And here's Swanson laying it up and in. The first points of the ball game go to the Highclimbers. Little full court press, and actually Borden nearly had a steal in the backcourt. And here comes Brown. Sophia Brown draws a foul here early on the Highclimbers. See who they get the first time? Going to be Borden, is it?
Yep.
Well, I'm going to go with
it was on Borden.
Okay. And here is a inbounds, and here comes Rawana with the ball, excuse me. Draws a double team, swing it over near side. And Brown tried to get it down to Dressel. Dressel on the side of the paint, kick it out. And a fake to 3, and a drive by Guzman. And 10 on the shot clock to get it down to Dressel. Dressel tried to spin out of a double team, and we have a foul on the Highclimbers. Janelle Price picked up her first. The second team foul at the free throw line is Phoenix Dressel for Olympic. It's a 2-0 ball game. Shelton on top early. And Phoenix missed the first free throw. She'll get another one. Takes her time. Here's the second free throw off the back of the iron and popped out. Janelle Price with the rebound. And here she comes. Quick pass up to Swanson. Olivia with the dribble into the corner it goes to Herman Hildo. Up to Swanson. Over to Christ. Christ will take a 3 from the elbow. That's off. Cedar Wiley gets the rebound, dribbles out to the far side. And here's Olivia. Back to Christ, down to Wiley, up and in. Cedar with the first basket. And it's a 4-0 ball game here early. Played a little more than a minute here in the first quarter. Brown will get it in. There comes Tuiaso. And now to Dressel. Dressel, lob it down. Actually, that was not Dressel, that was Gear. And rebound out it goes, and a 3 on the way and a miss, and Wiley comes away with that rebound. Off the second chance. Herman Hildo up the far side. And here is Olivia Swanson. Directing traffic, swing it over to Borden. Ashley to Christ. Christ fake the outside pass back to Borden. Borden will take a 3. Rims that off. Rebound goes to Swanson. She'll drive inside the paint, find Cedar Wiley. Backs down the defender, forces one up, missed the shot, got her own rebound, puts it up and in. 4 points for Cedar Wiley, and it's a 6-0 ball game. There's Tuitasi with the ball. Actually, that's Guzman. And now here's Brown. Dribbles to a double team, throws the middle of the court, and a steal by Cedar Wiley. Cedar finds Borden off the glass and in. Ashley Borden with 2 points, and it's an 8-0 ball game, and a quick timeout by Olympic here. 5:37 to go first quarter, and the Climbers are up by 8. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Highclimbers come out with an 8-0 run here to start the ball game. It'll be Trojan ball coming out of the timeout. Brown will trigger the play, the end line. Full court press, little problem. Here's Tuiasi to Geyer, and now here's Brown. Brown back to Geyer. Over to the near side, quick pass side of the paint, and a lace down low, or pass down low to Dressel, and she's fouled. She'll head back to the free throw line. Went on Cedar Wiley, that foul there. That's her first. Third team foul on the Highclimbers. And Phoenix Dressel back to the free throw line for her third attempt, and she missed that one. She'll get another one. Jerry and I talk about this a lot on the free throw line here in the mini dome because there's so much space behind the basket. It throws the perception off. Second free throw is off, and Wiley pulled down that rebound. She'll speed out of the pack with the ball to the top of the key. She'll lace it over the corner to Borden. Borden fakes the three, puts it on the floor. Kick it to Janelle Kreis. She'll lob it back to Wiley. Wiley out to Borden. Borden for three. That's off the back of the iron. Wiley gets that rebound. Over it goes to Swanson, down to Herman Hildo. Actually find Cedar, up top to Kreis. Janelle with three at the top, and it goes in. It's an 11-0 ball game here, and we're under 5 minutes to go first quarter. Here's Geyer with the ball in backcourt. She'll bring it up. Guarded by Cedar Wiley. Bounce it over here to Guzman. Guzman drives to the baseline, missed the shot, and the rebound goes to Cedar Wiley. Cedar will bring the ball up. Top of the key on the dribbles. Near side to Kreis. Kreis for three. That's in. Back-to-back three balls for Janelle Kreis, and it's a 14-0 run. And then the 30-second timeout called by the Olympic Trojans. Wow. Shelton off to a hot start here early. It is basketball season. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and Hood Canal Communications are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. This game, the funds will be raised. The funds raised will go to Saints Pantry. Last night's game raised $39, and we're looking to add on to it, and we already have, with a couple of threes in there for the Highclimbers.
Great idea, Diedrich, to let people know the food bank is important.
Inbounds from the baseline. Tuyasi gets it again to Geyer. Geyer is going to bring it across the timeline with a pass, and that's Brown. Swing it over far side. Here's a three on the way that's off, and a rebound goes to Janelle Kreis. Janelle brings the ball up in a hurry over to Borden. Ashley Borden with the ball. Far sideline. Up top to Olivia Swanson. Down it goes, and it's picked off by Geyer. And there's going to be a foul on the Highclimbers there, I believe. I believe it went on Herman Hildo. Yes, it did. That's her first fourth-team foul on the Highclimbers. Angela Clay will step onto the court for the Trojans, replacing Lily Guzman. Baseline backcourt inbounds. Goes to Tuyasi. Here's Geyer with the ball. Center of the court. Pity pass the dribble. Swing it over near side. And that's Brown. Brown back to Geyer over to the far side. Tuyasi. And now here is Clay. Clay into the corner. Gets the ball back. And Tuyasi with the ball. Up top around the perimeter. 9 on the shot clock. Guarded by Swanson. Over it goes to Geyer. Pass down low to Dressel. Dressel gets it off the rebound. Or actually off the deflection. Missed the shot. And here's Kreis with the rebound. Up it goes to Borden, up and missed the shot. Well, they're going to call a travel on that play. Ashley's feet going too quickly for the ball.
And that's the second turnover on the Highclimbers.
Inbounds again for, a steal by Borden. Borden puts one up over her head, missed the shot. It goes out of bounds. But give Ashley Borden a steal on that one. I told you she's tenacious, didn't I?
Yeah.
Reminding Jerry before the broadcast.
Now it brings back pleasant memories.
She's tenacious. Here's the inbounds near midcourt. Just to Dressel. Dressel will bring it across the timeline. Poked away from behind to Swanson. Ball's free. Ball's still free. Picked up by Dressel. So step by the defense, put it up and in. Dressel with the first points on the board for the Olympic Trojans. And it's 14-2. Here is Janelle Kreis. Top of the key. Swing it over, and here's Swanson with it. Olivia with the dribble. To the side of the paint and then backs out. Ball on the floor. She'll pick it up. Dribble to the foul line, and there's going to be another turnover. Travel on Olivia Swanson.
The more you can pass, the better.
Yeah. Here's Geyer with the ball in backcourt. Gets it across to Clay. Her pass is deflected and taken away, and Olivia Swanson is going to go alone to the hoop with a layup. And that's Olivia's for a second basket. And it's 16-2. 14-point lead for the Highclimbers here. 2.5 minutes, under 2.5 minutes to go here, first quarter. Here's Tuyasi. Had it poked out of bounds by Christ. Here comes Sunny Cordova. She get Olivia Swanson.
The thing about Shelton, they have 8 girls on their team that have had varsity experience.
Right, and playoff experience with that game down in Kelso last year. Here's a lob down low. It's partially blocked by Wiley, recovered by Cordova, up to Borden. Borden to the hoop, up and in. 18-2 is our score. 2 minutes, 5 seconds to go, first quarter. Here's Geyer. She gets her pocket picked by Christ. Christ with the left hand lays it up and in, and it's 20-2. And another steal. Christ for 3, and she sinks it. Oh, they're going to give it a 2.
Yeah,
only 2 on her.
Inside.
It's all right. 2 back-to-back steals by Christ, and it's 22-2. And the Highclimbers are up 20 here early. Here's a lob up to Geyer. Geyer in the paint. He finds the trailer, and Brown. Brown off the glass. No rebound, however, by Dressel. She'll put it up and in with the foul. And I don't know who the foul is on.
Number 22.
Okay. Sunny Cordova picked up her first. Checking into the ball game for the first time. It's going to be Rosa Leclerc Hernandez. First free throw is off the mark. Rice comes away with that rebound. She'll throw it up to Borden. Borden alone to the hoop. Well, just a little short with that left hand. And here comes Guzman. Guzman up the near sidelines. Going to speed in, pity-patting the dribble. Lost the handle. Cordova comes away with it and had it. Her pocket picked. The ball still free. And that should be a travel. That'll go over to the Highclimbers.
Couple of quick turnovers there.
1:11 to go in the first quarter. 22-4. Shelton with the ball and the lead. Here's Borden to Christ to Herman Hildo. Back to Christ. Christ crossing midcourt. Got a lady on her hip. Down it goes to Rosa Leclerc Hernandez, and she puts it up and in, and it's a 24-20 or 24-4 lead. Here's Geyer with the ball in backcourt again. And over at Brown gets it down and pass down low to Dressel. Out it goes to Wilkes, who checked into the ball game. Her shot is off, and Leclerc Hernandez comes away with that rebound. And now here is Borden, turns the corner and had a toe on the line. Referee right on top of that one. 32.9 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 24-4 is our score. Shelton with the lead. Olympic with the ball. Baseline inbounds in. It goes to Brown. Brown for 3. That's off. Rebound. Wilkes had it. He can't corral it and finally does. Hand it off to Guzman. Back to Wilkes. Wilkes double team goes to the floor. Tied up. That stays with the Trojans. 19.7 seconds to go in the first quarter. Shot clock is off. Sideline inbounds below us. Brown will trigger the play. Gets it into Wilkes. Wilkes at the top of the key. Over the far side to Geyer. To Guzman, and an errant pass. It's going to roll out of bounds. Stays with the Trojans. Highclimbers couldn't grab that. Sideline inbounds, foul line extended. Near sideline. Brown triggering the play again. Gets it in to Wilkes. Wilkes over to Geyer. And quick pass back to Wilkes at the side of the paint. Kick it out, 3 seconds. Here is Brown, top of the key for 3. Oh, missed it, and we're through one quarter. Shelton 24, Olympic 4. We'll be right back for the second quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
And we're back here. My highlighter went flying, Jerry. Go ahead, Jerry.
Well, Shelton has made 10 out of 14 shots from the field. 10 out of 14.
Out of their 25 points, how did they get 25? I had 24. Scoreboard has 25, so it's 25-4. It's a 21-point lead, the largest of the evening. They must have put a 3 on there. Either way, Janelle Christ has 10 of those points. Highclimbers start out with the ball. Kelsey Herman in there. Gets it in from the sideline to Swanson in backcourt. Working with Cordova, Wiley, and LeClaire Hernandez. There's Wiley with the ball. Backs down the defender. Turns around, shoots, misses the shot, but drew the foul. Surprisingly, that's the first foul on Olympic here in the ball game. Angela Clay picked up her first. I'll give you the Olympic lineup here in a moment. New faces there as Wiley hit the first free throw. So you got Caitlin Schweizer on the court, along with Clay, Wilkes, Guzman. Second free throw by Wiley is in. And the fifth player, if I can find her, where is she? I'm missing her. I'll give her a name here in a minute. There she is. That's Brown. Brown will get it over there to Clay. Cross court it goes to Guzman. And over to Brown, knocked away by Cordova into backcourt. And Brown goes to get it, 10 on the shot clock for the Trojans here in the first or second quarter. Here's Wilkes for a 3, and that's doesn't come close. That's a shot clock violation. So the Highclimber ball leading 27-4. Olivia Swanson with the ball in the backcourt, running point. Bounce it over to Herman. Now to Cordova, far side. Down it goes to Cedar Wiley, forces one up and in. Cedar now has 8 points, and it's 29-4.
And she's 3 for 4 from the field.
Here comes Brown with the ball for Olympic. Over it goes to Clay. Now to Guzman, back to Clay. Here's Wilkes. Looking for a high post feed, doesn't get it there, and they'll leave it for Guzman. Guzman, a couple of dribbles over to Brown. Brown gets it down low to Schweizer. It's knocked out of bounds. Actually, it went off of her hands out of bounds. It'll be a Highclimber ball. Substitutions for the Trojans as Dressel returns. And Emerson Duncan will step on first time tonight.
Olympic has 10 turnovers. The Highclimbers have 5.
6.5 minutes to go here, first half, 29-4. That's the score. Shelton with the lead in the ball here is Olivia Swanson running into her own player, stops the foul line, pops, missed the shot, rebound goes to Dressel. She'll get it into backcourt, and here comes Brown at the far sideline. Center of the court now to Clay. Over to Wilkes, back to Clay, and over through the intended target of Duncan. And it'll be a Highclimber ball. 6:09 to go in the half. 29-4, Shelton with the lead in the ball. Olivia Swanson with it in backcourt. Gets a screen, takes the screen, gets by the defender, goes to the foul line into the paint. Lost the handle on the ball. They're going to call a foul, however, on Olympic. That foul is going to go on Wilkes. Amelia Wilkes picked up her first, second team foul, and it sends Olivia Swanson to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the half. Swanson gets the first one to roll in. Give her 5 points, and she has another free throw. Next free throw rattles in.
And they're 4 for 4 from the foul line.
Oh, Jerry just jinxed him.
I know, but I did it after the shot.
That's true, but here's Duncan with the ball. Over it goes to Wilkes. Back to the basket. Gonna find Duncan between the circles. Dribbles over to the far side. Give it over to the far side. There's a 3 on the way by Clay. That's off. Rebound goes to Wiley. Cedar lobs it up court to Swanson. Olivia turns around beyond the 3-point arc. Gets it down to Cordova. Actually, no, that's not Cordova. That is LeClaire Hernandez. Rosa. So much easier to say Rosa. She loses the handle out of bounds. Nope, they took the 1 point off, Jerry. Okay, so it's 31-4. So it was 24-4 at the end of the first quarter. Now we're all on the right page. Here's Wilkes with the ball, skipping over to the near side. Down it goes to Brown, bounces it down to Dressel. Dressel draws a double team, dribbles around the key, kicks it out. Duncan for 3. That's off. Rebound goes to the smallest player out there, and that's Herman. Herman finds Swanson. Swanson will bring across the midcourt over to the far side, and that's Cordova. Now to Rosa. And her pass went by the intended target. Now Wiley has it down in the box. She'll drive it in and put it up and in. 10 points for Cedar, and it's a 33-4. Here's Brown. Over goes to Clay. Down to Duncan. Now to Wilkes. Back to Duncan. Into the corner it goes to Clay. Clay will take a 3. Rims off. Wiley with another rebound. Outlet goes to Olivia Swanson. She'll speed up the far sideline. Back out. Set the play. 4:10 to go in the half. Here's a 3 on the way by Herman. In and out. And the rebound bounces right into the hands of Clay. Here comes Sophia Brown crossing midcourt for Olympic. Swing it over to Wilkes. Back to Brown. High post feed to Clay. Kick it out Duncan. 3 on the way and off. Rebound Cedar Wiley. Here comes Cedar, top of the key for 3. Short. Rebound goes to Brown. Sophia will put it on the floor. Let the pack go down the court and then bring it up. Over the far side, that's Clay. Down to Duncan, to Dressel. Dressel fouled by Rosa LeClaire Hernandez. This is her first team foul on Shelton.
That is her first.
Did I not say all that? At the free throw line is Dressel. Ooh, boy. Phoenix is struggling at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, 0 for 8.
A couple of substitutions. Let's see who came back. Oh, Janelle Price came back for the Highclimbers, and stepping onto the court is Jaden Smith the first time for Shelton. And the second free throw gets it in there. Does Phoenix Dressel. Give her 5 points, all 5 of Olympics points. Guzman returned, by the way, for the Trojans. And we have another player out there as well as Ramey. And a 3 on the way by Swanson goes all the way out to Herman. She puts up a long 2. It goes in. Kelsey Herman with her first points. 33-5. 3:08 to go here in the half. Here's Geyer back in the ballgame for Olympic. Swinging over near side, and it's Ramey. Trying to step around the defense. Gets it back to Geyer. Over to Guzman. To Ramey again, drives baseline, hooks a pass in the middle. It's deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with the Trojans. The sisters combining there defensively. 30-point lead for the Highclimbers. Baseline inbounds for the Trojans. Guzman gets it into Ramey. Ramey drives into the arc, puts up a shot that's rims off, and Dressel comes up with a rebound. And it's a jump ball called Highclimbers get possession. Janelle Christ gets the inbounds pass and brings it up the court, stops it to the elbow, lobs it down to Cedar Wiley. Deflected, Cedar tracks it down. Dribbles around, her turnaround jumper doesn't fall, and the rebound is tracked down by Guzman. Lilly swinging over there to Ramey, down to Dressel's knocked away and taken away by the Highclimbers. Here comes Cedar Wiley. Cedar to the top of the key. And now it's Janelle Christ. Nice footwork by Janelle. She put it up just a little short. And the rebound by Guzman. Gives it to Brown. Sophia brings it across the timeline. Swing it over to Geyer. Now over to Guzman. Guzman fakes the three, drives side of the paint, puts it off the glass. Missed the shot, but drew the foul on the Highclimbers. I believe that went on Cedar Wiley. If I heard that right.
Let's see what they record. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah.
That is their second.
First free throw off the back of the iron for Lily Guzman. She'll get another one. Bianca Simmons will step onto the court for the Highclimbers, replacing Cedar Wiley with her 2 fouls. For Shelton, Lily Guzman's second free throw on the way. Rattled it in. 35-6 is our score. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Janelle Christ, top of the key on the dribble. Left alone to take the three. Off the back of the iron, and a rebound bounces into Geyer's hands. Here comes Brown. Back to Geyer. Over it goes to Guzman. Guzman faked the pass and on the dribble. Swinging across court to Ramey. Into the corner for Brown for three. That's it. Sophia with her first points of the game, 35-9 now.
First three-pointer for the Olympic Trojans.
Here's Swanson, finds Christ in the paint. She's going to challenge Brown to the hoop and in. Wow. Janelle with 12 points. And it's 1:10 to go in the first half. Here's Geyer over to Guzman. Guzman for three. Back of the iron, miss. Rebound tap to Ramey. Ramey into the paint. Kick it out to Guzman. Top of the key to Geyer. Down it goes to Dressel, overthrew, and unfortunately Janelle took the worst of that, knocked it out of bounds. She was not expecting the ball to be right there.
Yeah.
Kind of hit her in the shoulder and went out of bounds. Geyer's going to sit down. Checking into the ball game is going to be Moana Tui Asa. And here's a three by Brown that's off. Rebound tracked down by Janelle Christ. Into the other court. Cross court it goes to Simons. Here's a three at the top. It's wildly missed by Swanson. Rebound goes to Christ. Christ, one dribble, turnaround jumper, no. Guzman comes away with it. 37 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Sophia Brown. Lob it up to Ramey. Ramey down to Dressel. Dressel up and in. 7 points for Phoenix. And it's 37-11. Ashley Borden also checked back in for the Highclimbers. She gets it to Swanson with 17 seconds to work in the half. Swanson lobs it down to Christ. Christ goes to work one-on-one, scoops it up, missed it short. Rebound goes to Moana, and she's on the way the other way. And here's Ramey to Dressel, foul line jumper, no, and we're through the first half. Shelton 37, Olympic 11. That's your halftime score. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
We are taking our best shot to end hunger in our community. This basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to end hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Well, it's halftime here on Terry Gregg Court in Shelton High School Mini Dome. 37-11 is our halftime score. Shelton Highclimbers on top. Just kind of dominated the first half. A scoring leader, well, that's going to be Janelle Christ with 12 points. Cedar Wiley has 10. 6 for Olivia Swanson. Let's see here, 4 for Ashley Borden. A basket for Rosa LeClaire Hernandez, and a basket for Chelsea Herman. For the Trojans, their leading scorer is going to be Phoenix Dressel. She has 7 points. 3 for Sophia Brown, and a free throw for Lily Guzman. That's your scoring leaders right now. Jerry is going to have some more stats in just a moment. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with that halftime score. Shelton 37, Olympic 11. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. Being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, it's halftime again. Shelton 37, Olympic 11. Jerry, some more statistics from the first half.
Thanks, Diedrich. The Olympic Trojans had 12 turnovers. They were 3 for 22 from the field for 14%. They were 2 for 11 from the foul line for 18%. They had 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. The leading rebounders for Olympic was Guzman and Dressel. They both had 2 each. Now for the Highclimbers. The Highclimbers were 13 for 30 from the field for 43%. They did cool off a little bit there in the second quarter. They were 4 for 4 from the foul line for 100%. They had 5 turnovers compared to the 12 for Olympic Trojans. And here's the big thing, the rebounding. Okay. Shelton out-rebounded Olympic 18-9. Janelle Price had 6 rebounds, and Cedar Wiley had 9. They had 10 assists for the Highclimbers. The leading assist individuals were Price and Wiley. And we had 2 steals, and Janelle, we had 3 steals, and Janelle had 2 of those. So that's your statistics. The big thing that sticks out is the turnovers and the foul shooting.
How many?
It kind of sounds like last night.
Yeah, how many turnovers did the Highclimbers have in the first
The
half?
Highclimbers had 5.
5. I didn't think it was very much.
Yeah.
All right. Just want to mark it on my sheet so I have it. I'm tracking it as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Diedrich. Thank you, Daryl.
Yeah.
Great job.
Great job. And Highclimbers on top here. Been all Shelton so far tonight. 37-11 at the break. We'll take another timeout and be back with the third quarter on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
What is gig speed internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you that it's marathoning movies on your favorite streaming service with no interruptions, or having the grandkids over and not hearing a single complaint about your Wi-Fi. In other words, it's just what you needed. Switch to gig speed internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
And we're waiting for the start of the third quarter. All Shelton so far tonight, 37-11 is our current score. The Highclimbers did have a 30-point lead there in the second quarter at one point in time. And then the Trojans started to hit a little bit, get a little more rhythm going in their play. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, Shelton in the first quarter was 10 for 14. I mean, they were lights out. And, of course, they cooled down a little bit in the second quarter, but that's because they called off the press, too.
The Trojans will start the third quarter with the ball. They have Guzman, Tuitasi, Brown, Geyer, and Dressel on the court. For the Highclimbers, it's Swanson, Borden, Kreis, Wiley, and Herman Hildo. Here's Brown with the ball. To Geyer. Over to Guzman. Back to Geyer. Stop goes to Tuitasi. And a little trap there out of the zone and a pass down to the high post in Geyer. Geyer can't handle the ball. Ball's free Dressel comes up with it on her knees, throws it to Tuitasi. Ball's running out of bounds. There's Guzman with 7 on the shot clock. Geyer has it. Over goes to Brown. Brown for 3. That's off, and rebound goes to Kreis. Janelle up the court quickly. Over goes to Swanson. Swanson to three-point arc, down to the baseline, turns around. Finds Herman Hildo. And here is Janelle Kreis with the ball set into play. Over to Olivia Swanson. Olivia dribbles up top, finds Ashley Borden, cutting to the bucket. Takes steps back for 3. Does Ashley Borden, missed it. And the rebound goes to Tuitasi. And she's bothered in backcourt by both Cedar Wiley and Janelle Kreis, knocking it out of bounds. 2 of the taller girls on one of the shorter girls out there defensively. Here comes Brown with the ball in the backcourt for Olympic. Minute gone here in the third quarter. Nobody scored yet. Here's Geyer to Tuitasi. Down it goes to Dressel. Nice move. Missed the shot. Wiley with the rebound. However, they're going to call a foul on Cedar, I believe. No, it's going to go on Herman Hildo. That's her second first-team foul on the Highclimbers here in the third quarter, and that does send Phoenix Dressel to the free throw line where she's 1 for 6. Leads the team with 7 points. Missed the first one. She'll get another one. .646 to go, third quarter, 37-11, that's our score. Here's Dressel again with another second free throw. That one missed, and Wiley comes down with a rebound with Geyer in her pocket. Here's Ashley Borden up the sidelines to Swanson. Olivia finds Kreis. Janelle drives in, nice footwork, off the glass and in. Janelle with 14 points, and it is a 30-point lead. I'm sorry, not quite. 28-point lead. Here's a steal by Kreis. Janelle goes in. Now there's the 30. Oh, I missed the shot, and here's Swanson with the rebound. She'll set. I'm a little ahead of everything here. Swanson for 3. That's off. Rebound out to Herman Hildo. She'll drive into the paint, put a little fadeaway up. It goes in. Actually, Herman Hildo makes it 41-11 now. Now it's a 30-point advantage for the Highclimbers. Approaching 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Geyer. Down to Dressel. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound goes to Brown in a crowd. She'll dribble out and lose the handle out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by the Highclimbers. Nearly in the corner are the Trojans. Baseline inbounds. Guzman gets it into Brown to Geyer. One dribble, turnaround hook, no. Wiley with a rebound. So bounce it to Herman Hildo, and has to get it up to Olivia Swanson. Swanson lobs it down to Wiley. Cedar up and in. 12 points for Cedar, and it's 43-11. 5.5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Here comes Sophia Brown, pushes a pass to Tuitasi. Back to Brown up top, over to Guzman. One dribble over in the corner to Geyer, to Brown. Down, pass down low is deflected and taken away. Borden comes away with it. Up to Swanson. Swanson top of the key on the dribble. Over to Wiley. Wiley from the elbow on the three-point land. Gets a screen from Herman Hildo. Lobs it down to Borden. Borden bobble the catch, puts up a shot, miss it. Kreis with the rebound. Works that pivot foot, missed the shot, got it again. Dribbles out of the pack, loses the handle, and the Trojans come up with it and tied up. Is going to be Dressel. That'll stay with the Highclimbers. Here comes Rosa. Leclerc Hernandez for the Highclimbers. Cedar Wiley will sit down. Caitlin Schweizer comes in, replacing Phoenix Dressel for Olympic. Baseline inbounds for Shelton. In it goes to Rosa. Rosa puts it up, missed the shot. And couldn't quite grab the rebound. Here comes that's Guzman. Lily with the dribble on the far sideline, guarded by Borden. Stops. Borden all over that. Up top to Tuitasi. Over goes to Guzman. Guzman drives baseline. Across the key it goes out to Brown. Brown finds Geyer, back to Brown. Brown takes a 3 with 7 on the shot clock. Missed it. Herman Hildo will track it down the far corner. Here comes Olivia Swanson now. Top of the key. Swings a pass over to Kreis. Kreis for 3. Count it. her third 3 in the ball game and gives her 17 points. 4 minutes to go, third quarter, 46-11. Here's Guzman, far side. To Brown. Brown gets it down to Geyer. Geyer goes baseline on Rosa. Try to hook one, hit the underside of the backboard out of bounds. It'll be high climber ball. Here comes Kelsey Herman, and Cedar Wiley will return for Shelton.
Yeah,
and
Shelton has scored the first 9 points in this quarter.
Let's see, somebody else checked in here and trying to check it out. It's going to be, sorry, trying to find out who came on. Here's Wiley with the ball. It's going to Schweitzer back, and I'm not sure who checked in for Olympic. Here is Kreis. Kreis dribble drives, and he'll hit it up top. And around it goes to Borden. Borden drives right down the side of the paint, had it knocked out of her hands, and trying to track it down will be Schweitzer. It goes off her hands out of bounds.
22.
22 came in?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Jerry. I was trying to find it. I couldn't find her. So Angela Clay checked in. I knew there was a new player. Now there's another new player. I believe it's going to be Wilkes that checked in. I'm wrong there. Here's a 3 on the way by Kreis. It's short. Rebound. Rosa tracked it down. Wow. Down it goes to Wiley. Cedar backs down the defense, puts it up, misses a shot, and rebound pulled down by Brown. Sophia speeds out from underneath the basket. Gonna go coast to coast, gonna run into Borden, and that's gonna be a charge. So Sophia Brown's first personal foul. It's first foul on Olympic as a team in the quarter. 3:04 to go in the third. 46-11 is our score. Shelton on top with the ball. Actually, Borden brings the ball across the timeline with a pass over here to Herman. Herman had it kicked out of bounds by Brown. So it's Brown, Tuitasi, Schweitzer, Clay, and Dressel on the court for Olympic. Bianca Simmons just checked in for the Highclimbers. Herman will inbound it from the sideline, gets it in to Rosa, and Rosa to the hoop up and in. Rosa LeClaire Hernandez with 4 points tonight. 48-11. 2:45 to go, third quarter. Here's Brown. Over it goes to Clay. Now to Schweitzer. Tuitasi has it. On the dribble, stops. Lost her balance, manages to get a pass over there to the sidelines. Tuitasi gets it back, quick pass over to Brown. Brown will take a 3. That's off. And Schweitzer couldn't handle the rebound out of bounds. Here comes Wilkes. Okay, so Angela Wilkes, or that's not Angela, that's Amelia Wilkes is in for Olympic. Tuitasi will sit down. Highclimbers with the lead in the ball. Here's Olivia Swanson with it. Gonna drive down the side of the paint. Longest the handle, got it back. Dribbles out, keeping her dribble as Swanson finds a high post feed to Wiley. Over to Simmons. Now to Swanson, back to Simmons. Bianca inside the three-point arc, gets it back to Swanson, top of the key with the shot clock running out with a 3, missed it. Rebound goes all the way out and out of bounds. It's probably the worst offensive possession for the Highclimbers this game. Just could not find anybody to make a move. So here's Schweitzer with the ball. Into the corner near side, and 3 on the way and off by Clay. Dressel saved the rebound, but right to Swanson. Here comes Olivia. Over it goes to Bianca Simmons. Lost the handle there, and Clay comes up away with it. And there is Swanson with a steal, gets it to Simons. She is foul going to the hoop. So Bianca is going to be at the free throw line. Personal foul went on Amelia Wilkes, her second. The second team foul on Olympic. And Bianca Simmons at the free throw line. First free throw, rattles in. She'll get another one. It's 49-11, 1:23 to go, third quarter. Some more substitutions as Geyer will step back onto the court for Olympic. Tuitasi also returns for the Trojans. And checking in will be Jaden Smith for the Highclimbers. So Bianca Simmons with the second free throw in. Simmons, if I would just say it right, it would come out. It's 52-11.
6 for 6 for the foul line for the Highclimbers.
1:20 to go third quarter. Here's Tuitasi. Over here to Clay up top. It goes to Wilkes. Far side, and that's Geyer. Geyer down to Dressel. Nice move. Put it up, missed it. Got her own rebound. Tried to put it up again. Missed the shot, but drew the foul on the Highclimbers. You can go on Bianca. It does. Simmons picked up her first personal foul. Second team foul on the Highclimbers. At the free throw line is Phoenix Dressel. First free throw is off, and boy, she is just struggling from that free throw line tonight, Jerry.
Yeah, she is, unfortunately.
She's still the leading scorer for the Trojans with 7 points. Here's her next free throw, just short. Rebound tracked down by Olivia Swanson for the Highclimbers. A minute to go here in the third. Over it goes to Herman, back to Swanson, down to Wiley. Wiley draws 4 defenders, turns around and puts it off the glass and in. 14 points for Cedar, and it's 52-11. There's Tuitasi over to Geyer, down to Dressel. Dressel in the paint, all going one-on-one with Wiley. Kick it out there, and there's Clay driving baseline. Had it partially blocked and taken away by the Highclimbers. Simmons with it, she draws the foul. Wow. Clay picked up her second. That's a third team foul on Olympic. Here comes Olivia Swanson with the ball. 20 seconds to go here, third quarter. High post feed goes to Cedar Wiley. Handed off to Swanson. Swanson over to Smith. Now to Simmons. Simmons drives to the basket, kick it out to Swanson. Swanson drives in, pulls up, and hits Wiley. Wiley with 2 on the shot clock, tries to go to work. Has it ripped away out of the pack. Was Wilkes, but a shot clock violation on the Highclimbers, and the quarter runs out now. So we're through 3 quarters. Shelton 52. Olympic held scoreless 11 in the third. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
So we head to the fourth quarter play. 52 for Shelton, 11 for Olympic. The Trojans just struggled in that quarter, didn't even score a point.
They did not.
And I believe since we have a 40-point difference, it should be a running clock the rest of the game.
It should be. And, of course, Shelton scored 15 points in that third quarter.
Here's Geyer with it over the far side, and Wilkes puts a 3 up that's short. Borden with the rebound for Shelton. Ashley just picked up her pivot foot. Turned it right back. So it's Guzman, Wilkes, and Geyer returns, replacing Dressel. And let's see, actually that's not Geyer, that's Schweitzer.
That's only the 7th turnover for Shelton.
Here is Wilkes in the far corner. Now to Guzman up top. Over to Wilkes for 3 at the elbow. That's an air ball that Cordova let go out of bounds. So the Highclimber lineup is different here. Kreis, Herman Hildo, Borden, Cordova, and number 13 is Malia Sandoval. She's on the court for the Highclimbers. Here's Cordova, gets a pass down to Herman Hildo working on the box. And her pass out is deflected by the quick hands of Schweitzer. Out of bounds, it'll be Highclimber ball with 15 on the shot clock. And Cordova will trigger the play below us at midcourt. The front court gets it in to Kreis. Kreis to the box, hooks a pass to Herman Hildo, a little too hot to handle. Ashley goes and gets it. Finds Sandoval. Sandoval will take a 3. Actually, it's a 2. It's a 2 for Sandoval. It's her first points of the game as well as the season. And it's 54-11. Here is Geyer with it into the corner. Left alone, Wilkes for 3. That's no. And Cordova with the rebound. Here comes Borden. Trying to get a pass to Kreis off her hands, and Schweitzer comes up with it. To Itasi. And here's a 3 on the way for Guzman. In and out. Rebound goes to Kreis. Kreis going to turn up the court, looking it over on the run. Top of the key. Going to go to work here to the baseline and step back. Over to Borden. Borden will take a 3. Oop, just missed it. Rebound goes to Geyer. Handed off to Tuitasi. Back to Geyer. Geyer to the three-point arc, far side, now up top. To Guzman. Into the far corner, or the near corner, I should say. Tuitasi back to Guzman. Guzman over to Wilkes. Wilkes down low. Tried to get it to Schweitzer. Tied up by Kreis. Jump ball called. That's Highclimber ball.
And turnover goes to the Olympic. That's our 17th turnover for the Trojans.
Olivia Swanson will step back onto the court for the Shelton Highclimbers. Ashley Borden will sit down. So it's Swanson, Herman Hildo, Sandoval, Kreis, and Cordova on the court for Shelton. Here's Swanson with the dribbles up top. Down to the box to Kreis. Kreis dribbles in. Nice footwork. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Geyer. Here's to Itasi. Center of the court, top of the key. Over goes to Geyer. Down it goes. Down to Schweitzer. Out to Guzman. Guzman fakes the 3, drives into the paint, puts the runner up, draws a foul. Missed the shot. I believe it's going to go on Sandoval. Yep. Aaliyah's first team foul on Shelton. At the free throw line is Guzman. First free throw, nope. Lily is 1 for 3 today. Borden returns. Wiley returns for the Highclimbers. Guzman with her second free throw. Got it, nothing but net. That looked like a pretty shot.
It was.
So it's their first points since the second quarter, and it's 54-12. Olivia Swanson running point. Midway point in the fourth quarter. Cordova for Herman Hildo to Wiley, high post. Cedar's going to drive down the lane with a little scoop off the glass and end. 16 points for Cedar Wiley, and it's 56-12. Here's Duncan back in the ball game over to Geyer. Hooks the pass down to Schweitzer, dribbles in, ball poked away and picked up by Cordova. Here comes Swanson. And Swanson's going to go right to the hoop, put it up a little short. Rebound goes to Tuitasi. And Tuitasi at the top of the key, handed off to Geyer. Geyer back and forth on dribble, drives the foul line, lost the ball, taken away by Swanson. Olivia with the ball. Over goes to Herman Hildo. Leaves it for Cordova. Up top to Swanson, near side now. And it's Wiley. High post feed goes to Herman Hildo. Back to Wiley, down the lane. Put it up and in.
What a beautiful pass.
Cedar has 18 points, and it's 58-12. 3 minutes to go here in the ball game.
Yeah, Herman Hildo Beautiful pass to her as she was cutting to the hoop.
Timeout by Olympic here. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Remind everybody that this basketball season, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are partnering to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every free throw and three-pointer made during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. This game, the funds raised will go to Saints Pantry in Shelton. Last night's game netted about $39, and we'll be adding to that with tonight's total. Under 3 minutes to go in the ball game, 2:58. It's 58-12. And Duncan will get it in for the Trojans, now to Geyer. And here is Ramey. Ramey down to Dressel. She draws the foul. I think it gets Janelle Christ with that one. Little smirk on her face there.
Yeah, she thought she got all ball there.
It's her second team foul on the Highclimbers. Baseline inbounds to Itasi. Inbounds. It goes to Duncan. Duncan's three is off. Rebound tracked down by the Highclimbers. Borden to Herman Hildo. She had her pocket picked. And she, by Duncan. Duncan's trapped. Finds Tuitasi. Tuitasi going the wrong way with a little bit of help with Highclimbers Borden. Tuitasi crosses midcourt with a dribble. Finds Geyer. Over to Duncan. Duncan goes baseline. Turned around. Bounces it back to Geyer. Geyer dribbles up top now. And over it goes. And a three on the way by Ramey. No, but drew the foul on Herman Hildo, I believe. That's 3 shots coming. Let's see what the foul goes on, if I called it right. Yep. Ashley picked up her third personal. That's the third team foul. At the free throw line for 3 free throws is Nora Ramey. So her first trip to the free throw line tonight. Oh, they're not going to give her shots. Oh, well, that's disappointing. They're going to give sideline inbounds on the foul. So reset of the shot clock, and it'll be sideline inbounds. Tuitasi gets it from Duncan, and Duncan will get the ball back. Over goes to Tuitasi into the corner, near side, up top to Geyer. Over to Ramey, a little high out of bounds. And the Highclimbers get the ball. 1:25 and running on that game clock. It's 58-12. Ashley Borden will bring the ball across the timeline there. Near side to Simmons, high post feed to Cedar Wiley. Hand it off to Christ. Christ backs down the defender, spins to the hoop, missed the shot. Rebound goes to Borden. Borden's putback does not get up there, but she does draw the foul, so Ashley Borden's to the free throw line. Well, Megan Geyer picked up her first personal foul. That's the first team foul on Olympic here in the quarter, and Borden missed the first free throw. She'll get another one. It's her first trip to the free throw line. She has 4 points. Jaden Smith will check in, and Cedar Wiley will sit down for Shelton.
That was the first foul shot missed by the Highclimbers tonight.
Ashley's second one. This is Ashley Borden at the free throw line. Rattled that one out. Christ with the rebound in a crowd. She'll dribble out, take a three. Nope. Rebound, Smith. Jaden Smith grabs that one, gets it out to Simmons, to Cordova with 40 seconds. Now it's 40 seconds. Over it goes. Smith for three. That's short. And the rebound goes to Ramey. Ramey guarded by Christ. Finds Tuitasi, but somehow Christ comes away with the ball. Here's Borden. Borden can't handle that pass. And here goes Ramey. Up it goes to Dressel. Dressel one-on-one with Cordova. Puts it up, missed the shot, got her own rebound, turns around, puts it up again, missed it again. Third time, is it time? Nope. Fourth time, nope. And Smith comes away with a rebound there. Wow. And Christ will just dribble out this clock here with 5 seconds. Mid-court, right below us, puts it on the floor, and that'll be it. 58-12, the final score. Shelton Highclimbers open the season with a pretty impressive win. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. It's Mesa Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
This time of year, we get some of our coldest temperatures, and unfortunately, that also means some of our highest electric bills. Beauty 3 is here to help with bill assistance programs and tips on saving energy. The colder it is outside, the harder your system works to warm your home. Keep the warm air inside by sealing air leaks with caulking or weather stripping and covering windows with heavy curtains. Get more energy-saving ideas at pud3.org/tips.
What is fiber internet? We could bore you with the technical details, or we could tell you it's just internet. Internet that can do whatever you need. Crystal clear video chats with the family, smooth streaming of your favorite shows, uploading a ton of vacation photos in an instant. Even all of the above, all at once. Switch to fiber internet from Hood Canal Communications today and get $25 off your first 4 months of gig speed service. Visit hcc.net or call 360-898-2481.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseyouwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Well, it's a final here in the Mini Dome. The Shelton Lady Highclimbers take care of business and beat the Olympic Trojans 58-12. The Highclimbers did it behind Cedar Wiley's 18 points. Janelle Christ finished with 17. Let's see here. Olivia Swanson, 6 points. 4 for Ashley Borden. 4 for Rosa Leclerc Hernandez. Let's see here. A basket for Chelsea Herman. A basket for Malia Sandoval. A basket for Ashley Herman Hildo. And a basket for Bianca Simmons. For the Trojans, their leading scorer was Phoenix Dressel with 7 points. Sophia Brown finished with 3 and 2 free throws for Lily Guzman. A lot of work to do on the free throw shooting for the Trojans. They only hit 3.
Yeah.
And what do you got there, Jerry?
Thanks, Deidre. Good job tonight in calling the game, the play-by-play. Okay, for Olympic, the Trojans, they were 3 for 17 from the foul line. They did not make a basket in the second half.
Yeah.
They were 0 for 25. If you add the first half and the second half, they were 3 for 42 for 7%. They had 16 turnovers. No, excuse me. They had 21 turnovers. 21 turnovers. Okay. Now, let's go with the Highclimbers. The Highclimbers were 6 for 8 from the foul line for 75%. They had 10 turnovers. They were 23 for 59 from the field for 39%. In the second half, they shot 10 out of 29 from the field, which gives them about 32%. So they cooled down a little bit from the first quarter. So 10 turnovers compared to 21 for Olympic, 6 for 8 from the foul line for the Highclimbers compared to 3 for 17 for the Trojans. And now I'm going to look and check on the statistics that Daryl has given me. Okay.
Well, while he's doing...
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
You want me to go for it?
Go.
Okay. Shelton had 37 rebounds, 18 assists, and 11 steals. Olympic had 23 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. If you look at Shelton as far as rebounding, Cedar Wiley had 12 rebounds, and Janelle Price had 11. For the Trojans, there was 4 girls with 3 rebounds each. So that basically right there tells you the shooting percentage, the foul shooting, the turnovers, and of course the rebounds. Good game tonight for the Highclimbers.
For the Highclimbers. Let's see. Let's just do a quick scan here. 1, 2, 3, 4 3-pointers in this ball game.
Let's see.
That's total for both teams. They have 4 threes and 6. And is that right, Jerry? Only 4 3-pointers?
For the Highclimbers, they were 2 for 10. And second half, they were 3 for 10. So they were 5 for 20 from three-point land. So they were at 25%.
Okay. Well, I'll check that out here
at
the end and give a total, which it does look like it's going to be about $20 for the food bank.
Okay.
Let's see here. Next up, the Highclimbers have the next week off and will host North Mason next Wednesday. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will bring you that game. Tip-off here on Terry Gregg Court at 7 o'clock next Wednesday. The Trojans jump right into Olympic League play on Friday, hosting Bainbridge. That's a tough task for them, going from tonight's game to Bainbridge. Wow. Let's see here. Our next broadcast is Friday night when the Shelton boys host Rochester here on Terry Gregg Court. Tip-off on Friday is 7 o'clock. Jerry, you have anything to add before we sign off?
No, I just want to thank Daryl for helping us with the rebounds, with the assists, and with the steals. And, again, Janelle and Cedar played well, as they always do. And they had some help. They had some help tonight.
They did. All right. Well, that will do it for us in the Mini-Dome tonight. My thanks, as always, to Jerry Apple and Daryl White for their help with tonight's broadcast. Final score again, Shelton 58, Olympic 12. We'll talk to you Friday. You have been watching High School Sports on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.